welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjack! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Kendrick High School, home of the Kendrick Tigers, where your Lumberjacks will be opening their season on the road against a tough 1A D2 opponent. The JV game currently underway. They are in the fourth period. It has not been necessarily the start that Coach Bechtel would like to have seen out of his younger players, as they trail Lake Kendrick 48-25 at the moment. They've been battling hard, but there's been some of that youngness showing through here today, as it is a roster dominated by freshmen for this JV squad with a couple of sophomores thrown in there. Like I said, they've been playing really hard, but they've had some turnover issues and stuff like that. But like I said, early in the season, first game of the year, and it's a pretty good-looking Kendrick JV squad. So looks like they have a bright future ahead of their squad here moving through the ranks. Lumberjacks, on the other hand, not saying that it isn't a bright future for the Lumberjacks, but this year St. Mary's has 7 seniors on their varsity roster, a couple of juniors, and I think 1 freshman on that roster. So the Lumberjacks going to be a fairly young squad next year. And that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, though, as far as we've still got a whole basketball season to go here, as things are just getting underway for the Lumberjacks. They were supposed to play last Wednesday, where they were supposed to host Logos back in St. Mary's. That game was postponed due to weather. We'll see if they're going to make that game up or not. So this is the opener for the season for the Lumberjacks here at Kendrick High School. And we're going to go ahead and take a break. Then we'll come back with our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. But first, a word from our sponsors.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple, free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising efforts and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes. That'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho. Because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
Tim Parrish here at Kendrick High School, where your Lumberjack boys basketball team will open up their season against the Kendrick Tigers. And a quick thing I want to make sure I get out there is that we are running off of their Wi-Fi for Wi-Fi calling to get our signal back to the studio. Hopefully it will go well throughout the game, and we'll be able to get the whole game in without any interruptions. So we just want to let you know, in case we do experience any kind of technical issues, that could be part of it. Also, a lot of you may know back home about head coach Craig Teft, and that he is from the Kendrick community, and that he is going through some health issues right now. And it was just great to see when we got here into Kendrick, all of the sweatshirts and shirts that were sold here in Kendrick that have been sold in St. Mary's as well. I think it's a fundraiser for Coach Teft, I think is what it's been for, kind of. But if that's not right, I do apologize. But I think that's kind of what it's about, but also showing that support for head coach Craig Teft as he goes through these issues that he's dealing with at the moment. But we've seen the whole, I think, varsity basketball team go in the locker room wearing the shirts. And like I said, they've been on not only the Lumberjack fans, but also the Kendrick fans here as well. Just know, Coach Teft, our thoughts are with you, and hope that you're doing okay. Now let's get into our Potlatch Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here. We'll take a look at the 2A Central Idaho League. And I've got, there we go. This is correct. So as you all know, just like in football, we have a couple of newcomers to the 2A Central Idaho League with Kellogg and Priest River coming into the 2A ranks. Kellogg right now, as far as records are concerned, their overall record is 2-0 on the season. They beat the Lakeland Hawks by a score of 50-45, and they also beat Timberline 71-44. Timberline was in their Silver Valley tournament that they're having. That is actually continuing today as well. Orofino has a 1-0 record overall. They beat Logos 65-48 on the 28th, and they will host McCall Donnelly today. Priest River, they have had one game that was scheduled. They were supposed to play Shadle Park, Washington on the 1st, and did not see a score for that game. I also did not see that it was canceled or postponed, so I'm not exactly sure of how that is or how that went. Maybe that game didn't happen yet. They are supposed to be at Newport, Washington today. The Lumberjacks, this is their first game action. They were supposed to play Logos out of Moscow on I think it was on Wednesday. That game was postponed or canceled. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see if they are going to reschedule that one. And, of course, Lumberjacks here at Kendrick today. Grangeville, they are 0-2 in play. They lost to Kamei 58-33 on the 29th, and they lost to Prairie 47-33 on the 2nd. And they will play at McCall Donnelly on the 6th. Just a quick note of that. The lone win so far, the first game of the season for Kendrick, was against Prairie, and they beat Prairie. So we'll get you to that information a little bit later on as we move through our pregame here. Power rankings, these are really early. They don't really mean much. The Idaho Sports Power rankings don't mean a whole lot anyways. But right now it is Kellogg at the top of the 2A power rankings with Marcine number 2, Melbourne number 3, Orofino number 4, and Compass Charter at number 5. Again, early season power rankings don't mean a whole lot on the Idaho Sports power rankings. The ones that mean the most towards the end of the season is the Max Preps rankings. Those are the ones that they seed the state tournament with. So those are the most important rankings. So before we take a quick break, we're going to remind everybody that Christmas in St. Mary's underway today. Lots of stuff going on up and down Main Street. Shadow Rivers Mall has events going on. Santa Claus is going to be in town. There's going to be sleigh rides available. Just a whole lot of stuff going on. You can go check that out. Also, the Eagles, they are having Peppermint Street today, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They're going to have goodies and gifts, over 60 tables of vendors, and something for everyone. Lunch for them is going to be 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's also a lot going on at the Shadowy Rivers Mall, so be sure to stop by there and check out all the vendors up and down the main hall at the Shadowy Rivers Mall. You're listening to the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off on 1240 KOFE in St. Mary's. Your Lumberjacks getting ready to take on the Kendrick Tigers in non-league action and season opener for your Lumberjacks. We'll take a break and come back with more. Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to safety.
And we are back. JV game just wrapping up as the Lumberjack JV team falls to Kendrick 60-36 in their first game of the season. And the varsity boys all coming out to get their warm-ups going. Kendrick and St. Mary's on the floor. This is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here from Kendrick High School. And like I mentioned as the beginning of the broadcast, the support here for Coach Teft has been outstanding as the varsity Kendrick team comes out wearing their Coach Teft shirts and doing their warm-ups for their game here as it gets ready to get underway. We've got about 14 minutes to get our pregame in, so we're going to try to get everything we can squeezed in there and as many of our sponsors in there as we can, too, in our pregame. Starting with the fact that the Lumberjacks lost quite a bit of talent last year from this team, and they only returned one starter. Give you a quick rundown of three of those top guys last year that did graduate. Tristan Gentry Nelson, he graduated last year. He averaged 15 points a game and shot 47% from the field. Some career stats for Tristan Gentry Nelson. He finished his high school career with 775 points, 136 assists, and 455 rebounds. He also took 34 charges over his career as a Lumberjack. He is now playing some college ball from what I understand, and he will be missed on the floor this year. Coleman Ross, another guy that graduated last year, his career stats were 602 total points, 50% shooter from the field, 159 steals, 313 rebounds, 147 assists. Again, another player going to be missed this year for the Lumberjacks. And Colby Renner, he's actually in the house today to cheer on the Lumberjacks. He had 429 points over his varsity career, and 237 rebounds. That lone returner for St. Mary's, as far as starters are concerned, is Grayson Sands. He's a senior this year. Currently, to this point in his varsity career, 430 points, 94 assists, 93 steals, 143 rebounds. Grayson going to be looked to probably by Coach Chase to take this team and be the leader of them and hopefully have a great, successful senior year for these guys. Grayson has worked big time all through his high school career and even up into before high school on basketball. He's just always playing basketball. I'm expecting a big senior year from Grayson Sands. Some other guys that need to step up this year that didn't play a whole lot of varsity in the previous years, but looking for big things from them. These guys are seniors as well. Jared Badgett, Dylan Holder, Tyler Renner, Trace Wicks, and Tristan Hill. Those are all seniors this year that I expect to see make a big impact this year on the team. Of course, you want to see those guys do that as well, just because they are seniors. A couple of younger guys, Wyatt Holmes, he's got a lot of potential, as does Seth Swallows, who is another guy that's on this varsity roster for this year. So that is kind of a rundown of that. Once again, the Lumberjacks are coming. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more, actually. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and to help you all the time, every time.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Tim Parrish back here at Kendrick High School, where your Lumberjacks get set to take on the Tigers of Kendrick in the Lumberjacks season opener. And looking forward to a heck of a basketball game here this afternoon. The Lumberjacks are coming off of a second-place finish last year at the 21-22 state tournament, and also a 20-4 season. As we mentioned in that first segment, Lumberjacks graduated a lot of talented players last year, but they do return several players that should make this a fun and interesting season. Coach Chase will look to senior guard Grayson Sands, who is a four-year varsity player. They'll be looking to him to lead this year's Lumberjacks, along with a pretty talented group of other seniors. 6 of the 9 players currently on the roster for St. Mary's are seniors. Actually, I think I counted 7 seniors, which I'll have to do a double check on that to make sure. But 6 or 7 seniors on the roster. Let me double check this real quick for St. Mary's. 6 seniors on the varsity roster, so that is the correct number. So 6 out of the 9 are seniors. 2 of them are juniors with Wyatt Holmes and Seth Swallows. And then you have the lone freshman that is a floater, Xavier Sloper. He is a freshman guard. He played quite a few minutes on that JV game in the first part of today's matchup. So that's a look at the roster. Coach Chase, though, let's see, St. Mary's, though, they offer a great range of outside and inside threats on this roster. And it's, like I said, going to be an interesting thing to see. And I see both of the Barta boys actually warming up with the varsity as well. So it looks like Jack and Brock Barta are at least going to be there for some depth on the bench for the Lumberjacks here in this first game. So it'll be interesting to see as well if they actually get into the contest. But again, back to the Lumberjacks having that inside-outside threats. They've got some great outside shooters on this team this year. They've got some height that can work inside, big bodies as well. So I'm expecting some pretty good things from this Lumberjack roster once again this year. Coach Chase always seems to put together a solid team that really knows how to play some ball. So it's going to be interesting, like I said, to see what's going on with it as this season progresses. We'll take another quick break and be back with more.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor. Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your Good Neighbor Pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
And we are back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off here from Kendrick High School. Talking a little bit about Coach Chase for the Lumberjacks. Coach Chase and the Lumberjacks have had 8 successful seasons ever since Coach Chase has been the head coach for the Lumberjacks. They have had 8 successful seasons. And that is, I want to give a lot of kudos to Coach Chase. He's been able to take the personnel that he gets and turn them into championship caliber teams just about every year. You got to also give kudos, of course, to the players because they're the ones that come in, buy into the plan, and execute everything that Coach Chase wants them to do. But Coach Chase, as a head coach for Lumberjack basketball, has a 151-37 record. He also has 8 district championships under his belt, 8 straight trips to the state tournament, 6 of those 8 resulting in a trophy. In the last 4 years, the Lumberjacks and Coach Chase have 1 third-place finish, 2 second-place finishes, and a state title. This year, however, like we said, there's some new competition that comes into the 2A Central Idaho League. Priest River and Kellogg dropping down. And, well, Kellogg kind of made a statement in football this year as they were the top of the 2A Central Idaho League, went into state, had a decent run, got beat, I think it was by Bear Lake. But they will look to do the same here in basketball. They're going to look to make a statement and try to maybe take that top spot away from the Lumberjacks. And they're one of the teams that could possibly do it. We hope not, of course. But the other teams, Grangeville and Orofino and all those guys, even Grangeville, who's always been a fairly solid team, I think they lost quite a bit last year in their graduating class. So I don't know what to expect out of Grangeville. As you've seen, they have an 0-2 record to start with. So, like I said, too early in the season to know. But Coach Chase believes, and a lot of other people believe, that this league this year for the Central Idaho League is going to come down possibly, to a St. Mary's Kellogg District Championship. And the Lumberjacks, of course, want to make it 9 straight championships. And the Wildcats, I'm sure, would love to take that away from St. Mary's and say, nope, we're going to take your spot at the top of the Central Idaho League. Whoever wins the Central Idaho League District Championship this year will be straight into the state tournament, and the loser will have to play, or second-place team will have to play in a play-in game to reach the state tournament. So it's going to be, again, I've said it a couple times, a very interesting season. And one thing that makes it even more interesting, or I guess not interesting, but the one team that St. Mary's has struggled against in non-league play has been the Kellogg Wildcats. St. Mary's and Coach Chase are 4-11 against the Wildcats. So the Wildcats have St. Mary's number and have had it for the last several years, 8 years to be exact, even though the Wildcats and the Lumberjacks did not play last year in regular season, or at all, actually. So that is a little look at the league. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our ADs for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back, and now we'll take a quick look at the Kendrick Tigers. They are the 1A D2 White Pine League. Their head coach is Tim Silklow. They have currently started this season 1-0 on the season 52-19 win over Prairie in their first game of the year. And that's a pretty convincing win over a usually fairly tough team with Prairie, 52-19. The Tigers were 13-10 last year, 8-2 in their league. They did make the state tournament last year. They lost their first game in state tournament action last year. Then they won the second game, and then they lost in the consolation round. The Tigers, they only lost 2 players to graduation last year, and they do return 8 players off that roster with their eyes set on a return trip to state. And although the Lumberjacks are not in the same league, the Tigers would love to beat the 2022 2A state runner-up team. That's just, Lumberjacks are perennially a pretty good team and always a team that if you can get a win against from a lower division or lower league, that you definitely want to do so. I did do some research. These two teams have not played. I could only go back about 14 years, and they have not played each other in those 14 years in basketball. So, 2 new teams that haven't ever played each other as far as I can find back. So it's really actually kind of good. And I think Kendrick's going to be a solid test for St. Mary's. I think they're going to be a pretty solid team this year in their division. So got to look out for them. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule, we want to wish the Lumberjack wrestlers good luck as they are at the Potlatch Dual Tournament today. And then we will have Seahawk football tomorrow. The Seahawks at the LA Rams. Next week, the JV girls will host Post Falls freshmen. That is on the 5th. On the 7th, JV and varsity boys will host Timberlake, 5:30 and 7 p.m. And also on the 7th, varsity girls will be at Potlatch at 6 p.m. We will be broadcasting the boys' game for their home opener. On the 9th and the 10th, the wrestling team will be at the George Wild Tournament in Kellogg. Then on the 9th, the JV and varsity boys will be at Lakeside, 5:30 and 7 p.m. We should be there broadcasting those games, or that game, the varsity action. And then on the 10th, the varsity girls were supposed to host Wallace. That game was canceled due to a lack of officials. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the starting lineup.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjack!
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back, and now we'll get the starting lineups first. We'll get the Lumberjack lineup since they are the visitors. And I think I've got the starters here. We will have the 6-foot senior guard, number 1, Grayson Sands, starting for the Lumberjacks. It'll also be senior guard, 5'9", number 2, Jared Badgett. It'll be 6'1", senior guard, number 5, Dylan Holder. 6'6", senior post, number 22, Tyler Renner. And the 5'9", senior guard, number 23, Trace Wicks, starting for your St. Mary's Lumberjacks. And now the starting lineup for the Tigers. It'll be the 5'10" junior, 0, Lane Clemenhagen. Senior, 5'10" senior, number 2, Jagger Hewitt. 6'2" junior, 6-foot junior, number 10, Hunter Taylor. Number 23, Nathan Tweet, 6'1", freshman. And number 30, 6'2", junior, Ty Kopp. Lumberjacks in their road green, the Tigers in white and orange. Lumberjacks will be going left to right on the radio dial. It will be Tyler Renner jumping up against number 23 of Nathan White. Tip is up, controlled by the Lumberjacks. Grayson Sands has the ball for St. Mary's in the backcourt. It's a pass to the low post to Wicks. Wicks looks inside to Renner. Pass gets past Renner, but Badgett able to pick it up. They find Holder at the free throw line. Holder loses the ball. Ball is still loose, being fought for. Going to get a tie-up. Jump ball called. Possession will go over to the Kendrick Tigers. The Tigers will inbound from baseline. That'll be Twite to inbound for the Tigers. St. Mary's looks like they've got a trap on. 2-2-1 trap. Tigers have 3 in the backcourt. Working it across. They get it down the near side of the sideline. Twite down to the corner on the left side. Still working on the left side. It's Twite. Drives baseline. Finds an open guy at the block. Shot up. No good. Rebound going to be saved in by Wicks. And the Lumberjacks will take it the other way. Corner. Trace Wicks for 3. That one's off back iron from the corner. It is no good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Trace Wicks, if he gets on fire from outside, he's hard to stop. 3-point shot the other way from the Tigers. It is no good. Rebound goes to Holder. That three-point shot by Taylor. St. Mary's working around the top now into the short corner. Back to the elbow. 3-point shot on the way by Holder. It is no good. Going to get a rebound the rebound was taken by the Tigers. I thought Badgett had it for a second. Tigers almost lose the ball, but they regain control. Shot up from in the paint. No good. Rebound goes to the number 1 Sands. And still no score here. Minute and a half gone. Badgett with the ball, near side. Back cross court to Sands. Now to the corner. Left side to Wicks. Back to the top. Sands back over Wicks. Wicks for 3 from the corner. It is good. Lumberjacks score first. Grayson Sands with the assist. 3-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Tigers working the ball down low. Back to the top. 3-point shot on the way. And it is up and good by Hewitt. Tie ball game. There was an assist there for the Tigers. Lumberjacks working the ball back up top. Swinging it around. Badgett back at the top of the key. 3-point shot on the way from deep by Wicks. That is a little short. Rebound goes the Tigers. Tie ball game, 3-all, early first quarter. Looking to drive to the free throw line was Hewitt. Backs out now into the paint, guarded by Badgett. Goes out to the short corner, right side. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound to Sands. St. Mary's takes it the other way. Driving up and under, I believe it was Trace Wicks. Puts the shot up and good for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's retakes the lead 5-3. Tigers kick it out to the right corner or right wing, driving just inside. Stood up by a couple Lumberjack defenders. Kicks the ball back to the top. Trying to drive is Twight. Loses the handle. It goes right into the hand of the Lumberjacks. Unforced turnover. Sands working right side. Down to the corner to Wicks. Now back to the top to Holder. Around the left side. 3-point shot on the way by Badgett. It is up and good. Going to get the assist to Holder. Going to get a timeout taken by the Tigers. It is 4:49 to go. First period, 8-3. Lumberjacks lead. 5-point lead for St. Mary's.
It's time to winterize your home, and there's no better place to start than at everyone's hardware and lumber store, 5th Street Lumber. They have insulation, house wraps, stoves, and heaters. See their huge selection of power tools, paints, and painting supplies. And, of course, they have a full line of lumber supplies. Stop by 10th Street Lumber and see what they can do for you. And remember, 10th Street Lumber will deliver anywhere on 10th Street and Railroad Avenue, 10th Street Lumber.
And we are back. St. Mary's makes a substitution that time. Now I believe Dylan Holder comes out for Tristan Hill. St. Mary's goes a little bit bigger lineup. Going to get a steal by Wicks. And a foul down the other end of the floor as the Tigers commit the foul. Or no, the ball was actually out of bounds last touched by the Tigers. So St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Sands to the top. No, Sands throws it right to the Tigers. Going the other way. They're going to count the bucket and the foul. The shot up and good by Hewitt. The first foul of the game for the Lumberjacks is against Tristan Hill, who just checked in. Hewitt has all 5 points for the Tigers. He'll step to the free throw line for the bonus. Shot on the way. It is good. Lumberjacks lead is 2. Grayson Sands the ball near the midcourt circle. He's calling for screen. Works his way right. Gets the ball down to Wicks. Wicks to Renner. Renner in the paint. Spin. Shot up off the glass and good by Tyler Renner. 10-6. Jacks with the lead. A little bit of press action again for St. Mary's. The ball is going to come loose. I believe we're going to get the steal by Grayson Sands as he gets the ball knocked loose. Badgett comes up with it. And then a foul against the Tigers. That foul goes against Twight, his first, team's first. Lumberjacks with the ball. It was Grayson Sands losing the handle. Going to be a turnover on St. Mary's. 10-6, Jacks lead. Driving is the Tigers. Shot up, no good from the low post, but a foul called. That'll send Hewitt back to the free throw line. That foul going to go against the number 2 of Jared Badgett. Hewitt's first free throw, up and good. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Jared Badgett's going to come out for a breather. Dylan Holder checks back in for the Lumberjacks. Hewitt trying to stay perfect from the charity stripe, and he does so, making both free throws. And I believe, nope, it is a 10-8 ball game. Grayson Sands brings the ball down into the middle of the court, looking for a screen, works his way left, picks up the dribble, though, goes to Renner. Renner's going to pull up for the long three. It's short. Tyler Renner, one of the big guys, but he can still make three-point shots. Just about everybody on the Lumberjack roster can shoot from outside. Ball loose as the Tigers almost turned it over, able to keep possession. Into the paint, shot up, no good. Rebound goes to the Lumberjacks. That is Tristan Hill with the board. Lumberjacks like to try to play fast breaks. Not been able to get too many fast breaks here. Dylan Holder finds Renner posted up inside, shot up and good for the Lumberjacks. 12-8, St. Mary's with the lead. 3:11 to go first quarter. With the ball is Hewitt for the Tigers. Works his way to the left side. Now back to the middle. Directing traffic. St. Mary's looks to be in a zone. No, maybe a man defense. No, it is a zone. Working on the right wing. Driving into the paint. Gets stood up by a couple Lumberjack defenders. Driving. Shot up. Blocked. Ball is out of bounds. Last touched by the Lumberjacks. And I'm not sure if that was Holder or Renner that got the blocked shot there. Coming back in is Badgett. Checking out is Wicks for St. Mary's. Tigers get into the corner, into the hands of Kopp. Now back into the corner. 3-point shot on the way. That is up and good by the number 30 of Kopp. Get an assist for the Tigers. They cut the lead to 1, 12-11. St. Mary's with the lead. Sands working left side. Now brings it to the middle. Picks up his dribble, takes the shot, and going to get a foul call. That foul is going to go against Hewitt, his first. And I hate to say it, but it looked like a little bit of maybe an acting job there by Sands. First free throw is up and good for Grayson. I just noticed that Coach Chase is not here today. He might be tied up in St. Mary's with Christmas in St. Mary's. He does own 2 stores up in town. Second free throw up and good by Sands. Lumberjacks up 14-11. Third free throw coming for Sands. Shot is up, and he is perfect from the charity stripe. 15-11, Lumberjacks restretch it back to a 4-point lead over the Tigers. Tigers working on the right side. It's Kopp, picks up his dribble, goes to the top of the key to Hewitt. Hewitt guarded by Sands, makes a little move, tries to get some separation. Sands stays on him. Now some double team just inside the paint. Kick it out to the corner, into the hands of Kimberly. Back to the wing, on the right side. Looking to try to penetrate, gets into the short corner, tries to make a pass out. Badgett in the way of it. It's going to be a steal. Badgett takes it all the way down, gets stood up by some tall timber of the Tigers, gets it out to the corner. Grayson Sands with the 3, it's in and out. Tristan Hill with the rebound. Tristan with the putback, it won't fall. Gets his own rebound. Next putback is no good. Rebound goes finally to the Tigers. Tigers back the other way. Shot up, no good. Foul called. That'll send the Tigers to the charity stripe. I think that foul will be the second one on Tristan Hill. Actually, it shows as his first on the board. I'm going to leave it there like that for now. First free throw up and good by Twike. Tyler Renner is going to come out for the Lumberjacks. Checking in for him is Wyatt Holmes. His first action. Second free throw up and good. 15-13, Jacks lead is only 2. Grayson Sands with the ball left side. Goes to Holmes. Holmes looks inside to Hill. Hill back out to Sands. Sands drives, short corner, kicks the ball back out to Holmes. Now down into the low post. Shot up, no good. Hill got his own rebound. Was able to finally cash in and also draw the foul. That sent Hill to the free throw line. Third team foul against the Tigers. That is the first one against Cook. Hill's free throw is up and good. 18-13. Jacks stretch it back to the 5-point lead. 1:11 to go in the first. Bringing it across for the Tigers. Hewitt. Left side, hands it off to Kopp. Kopp hands it off to the other side. Little head fake at the free throw line or just at the top of the key. Back into the hands of Hewitt. Hewitt has Sands on him. Hewitt's going to drive. We're going to get a blocking foul And I believe that foul going against Wyatt Holmes. That'll be his first, and that is the team's fourth foul. I only have 3 on here because I don't know who that last foul went against. Like, it went against Hill. I had one earlier that I put up against Hill, but it wasn't against him. The first free throw is no good. That's the first miss from the charity stripe. Grayson Sands goes out with under a minute to go. Coming back in for him is Trace Wicks. Second free throw is good. And the score is 18-14, Lumberjacks lead. 43 seconds, going to get a steal and a bucket. The turnover, I think, was on Wicks. Going to get a three-point shot on the way by Holmes. It is no good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Tigers lose the ball for a second, and it's going to stay with the Tigers. 18-16, Lumberjacks lead is 2. Tigers a chance to tie it up here with 17 seconds to go first quarter. Tigers inbound baseline into Cook. Cook's shot is off. Going to call it a shot. Rebound was to, I believe it was Holmes. Going to get a shot, count the bucket and the foul as Jared Badgett cashes in. That foul goes against Taylor, his first. Badgett's first trip to the free throw line. And Badgett makes the free throw. St. Mary's perfect from the charity stripe. 21-16, 7 seconds to go first quarter. Long three put up at the buzzer. It is just slightly short. Trying for the tap back, and it's not going to fall. Great awareness by Cook, though, as he was right there and had the perfect opportunity. Almost got that to fall back in, but it wouldn't. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. St. Mary's leads 21-16. We'll be back.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
And we are back. Start of the second quarter. Lumberjacks will start with possession. I got to see who is off the floor for the Lumberjacks. As Badgett went out, Tyler Renner back in for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks have the ball in the corner, and it's going to get knocked out of bounds, they say, by Kendrick. So St. Mary's will keep the possession. 21-16, Jacks lead, early second quarter. Inbound from in front of the Kendrick bench is Sands. He gets it into Holder. Back to Sands. Sands working on the left side. Looks for a screen, picks up his dribble, now fires the pass in, trying to find Renner. A little bit wide of Renner, though. And it'll be a turnover. I'm going to call it a turnover on Sands. Lumberjacks again in that 2-2-1 press or trap, trying to get the turnover, and they do force the turnover as a bad pass ends up going out of bounds off of the hand of Boyer. Going to get a timeout taken by, I believe, Kendrick. It is a full 7:34 to go in the half. 21-16 Jacks lead. We'll be back.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we are back after the timeout. St. Mary's will inbound. Trace Wicks will get the ball in. Lumberjacks did not make any substitutions during the timeout. Trace Wicks has the ball. Kicks over to Grayson Sands. Sands left wing. Up to the top of the key. Works the right side. Now out to Hill. Back to Wicks. Wicks for three. It's up and good. Trace Wicks with the assist from Hill. 24-16 Jacks lead. Lumberjacks putting on that pressure defensively. Almost gets a turnover. Tigers keep possession. Look into the short corner left side. Double team in the middle and going to get a double dribble call on the number 13 of Boyer. Lumberjacks amping up their defensive pressure. Looked like they were bringing double teams to the ball just about everywhere it went. Trace Wicks had it, gives it to Sands. Sands will bring it across. Sands over to Hill. Hill just barely saves it from going out of bounds. Gets it over to Sands in the corner. Short corner shot on the way. It is no good. Rebound to the Tigers. Tigers bring it the other way, drive to the free throw line, kick it back to Hewitt up top. Hewitt works his way to the right side, has the ball almost poked away by Sands from behind, able to keep control. Hewitt works it down to the right, hands it off to Twite. Twite over to the number 13 of Boyer. Boyer from the elbow, shot no good. Rebound goes to Sands, and the Lumberjacks back the other way quickly. Into the corner to Wicks, back to the wing. Now down inside to Hill. Hill to Renner. Renner moves to move, can't get the shot to fall. Hill with the shot, it won't go, but he is fouled. And the Lumberjacks will go to the free throw line. That foul goes against the number 13 of Boyer, his first. Team's fifth. Hill's first free throw, back of the iron, no good. First miss from the free throw line for the Lumberjacks. Checking out is Holder. Checking in is Holmes for the Lumberjacks. Second free throw, nice touch on now, and it falls through. 25-16, it's a 9-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Largest lead of the game so far. Again, that trap, Lumberjacks trying to get it to work. Tigers do get it across. Right wing, now down to the short corner. Shot up and good by the number 13 of Boyer. Nice ball movement by the Tigers. Makes it a 25-18 ball game. Wyatt Holmes to the free throw line. Backs it out to Sands. Sands for the deep three. It won't fall. Ball tipped around, though. St. Mary's able to pull it down. Inside to Renner. Renner's shot won't go. Rebound went to Hill, though, and Hill able to cash it in. Three-point shot from the corner on the way for the Tigers. It's no good. Rebound to Holmes. Holmes takes it coast to coast and puts it up and good. 29-18. Jacks re-stretch that lead out. It's now 11. Three-point shot, long one on the way from Hewitt. It's going to miss everything and go out of bounds. 29-18, Jacks lead, 5-11 before halftime. Wicks brings it down for St. Mary's. Swings it to the corner, right side. Now they look underneath, low post Renner. Renner gets double teamed, loses the ball for a second, able to get it back, gives it to Sands. Sands tries to spin into the lane. Ball is going to get knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Tigers. Some subs coming in for the Tigers, the 0 of Clemenhagen and the 5 of Cook. 4:57 to go in the first half. 29-18, Jacks with the 11-point lead. Sands into Hill. Hill right back to Sands, right wing. Fires it up over the top to Renner. Renner can't get it to fall. Rebound goes out to the Tigers after St. Mary's had a chance at it. Shot up, no good from underneath. Rebound to Holmes. Holmes to Hill. Hill to Renner. Renner cashes it in. Nice ball movement again from the Lumberjacks. 13-point lead for St. Mary's now. Tigers working into the corner right side. Back into the hands of Kopp. He's going to drive underneath. Looks for the man. Gets it to him. Shot is up and no good by Cook, but he will be fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. And that'll be a foul against Tristan Hill. That is his second, team's fifth. Sends Cook to the free throw line for the first time for the Tigers. First free throw is up and good. Lumberjacks making some substitutions. Hill and Wicks go out. Holder and Badgett back in. Cook's second free throw on the way. That one off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound to Renner. 31-19 Jacks lead. St. Mary's has the ball in the Badgett's hand. He gets it across to Holder. Holder with a long three. It's short. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Hewitt brings it back down the right side. Guarded by Sands. Going to hand it off to Kopp. Kopp to the top of the key. Swings the ball over to the right wing. Coming up to the top is number 23 of Twite. His shot off back iron. No good. Rebound goes to Holder. And Holder's going to lose control down underneath. Going to be a turnover on St. Mary's. The ball will go back over to the Tigers. Under 4 to play, first half. St. Mary's leads 31-19. Hewitt brings it across for the Tigers. Works his way down the right side of the floor. Now to the middle. Swings the ball over on a skip pass to the right side. Driving is going to be the number 23 of Twite. His shot won't fall, but he will be fouled and head to the free throw line. That foul will be the first, it looks like, against Holder. Twike, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Make it 3 for 3. Second free throw on the way. That one is good as well. He remains perfect from the charity stripe. 6 points for Twite in the early goings. 4 of those coming from the free throw line. St. Mary's setting up their offense. Badgett works it left side, drives into the paint, looks for some room, gets triple teamed, kicks the ball back out to Renner. Renner looks down the right side, backs the ball back out just inside the wing, gets it to top to Holmes. Holmes trying to find some room, gets tripped up, falls to the ground. And Coach Bechtel right now saying, looking for a foul, but it's just going to be a turnover on Holmes. Holmes going to come out. Hill checks in. Lumberjacks up by 10, 31-21. Hewitt gets it down the sideline to Kopp. Kopp back to Hewitt. Hewitt working from the right side, left side of the floor. He's got Sands on him. Lumberjacks in a man defense. Now back to Cook. Cook at the elbow. Back out to Hewitt. Hewitt, right, left wing. Drives inside the paint. Takes a step. Shot is up. Won't fall. And nice heads-up move by the 5 of Cook as he saves that ball back in. It comes off of Grayson Sands' shin and back out of bounds. So I'm going to give a team offensive rebound to the Tigers. Inbound pass. Going to get smacked out of bounds by Renner. Badgett going to check out. Checking in for Badgett is Trace Wicks. All seniors on the floor for the Lumberjacks. Up to the elbow. Now back out to the left corner. 3-point on the way. It is long. And that ball is going to go out of bounds just off of Grayson Sands. He hit it trying to get that rebound. Knew it was off of him. Charged that side corner, the far corner, trying to save it back in. Couldn't get there in time. So basically an offensive rebound for the Tigers. Hewitt has the ball up top. Swings it over to Twite. Left side. Now to Clemenhagen. They look into the free throw line. Wicks just takes it out of his hands. Wicks to Grayson Sands, and Sands lays it up and in. 33-21, Jacks with the lead. Back the other way, Twite drives to the free throw line, kicks the ball back out as Free gets stood up. Looking for a pass into the paint there to deflect it and get the steal is going to be Renner. And again, the three-point shot now on the way from Grayson Sands. It is up and good. I think Tyler Renner fed it to him on the left wing, so I'll give him the assist. Lumberjacks up 36-21. It's a 15-point lead, largest lead of the game for Lumberjacks. Hewitt guarded by Wicks. Too much contact. Wicks going to be called for the foul. Should be the 7th foul on St. Mary. Should be 1-and-1 time. As Hewitt will go to the free throw line, he is 4 for 5 from the charity stripe. First free throw, back of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Grayson Sands. St. Mary's will bring it the other way. Sands working down the left side. Down to the wing, kicks it inside to Wicks, cutting baseline. Wicks tries to feed it back out. 3 guys there to deflect it. Turnover on Wicks, the steal by the Tigers. Back to the top to Hewitt. Hewitt between the circles, skip pass to the elbow. Back out to Hewitt. Hewitt working right wing, got Grayson Sand out on him. Gets a screen. Hewitt now works his way down to the left side. Runs right into Wicks, and Lumberjack crowd thinking Wicks was set, but no, Wicks going to be called for the foul. That is his second, I believe. And that'll send Hewitt to the free throw line once again. Scoreboard shows only 1 for Hewitt. Wicks is going to go out after that foul. Checking back in for him is Wyatt Holmes. Now it shows 2 fouls for Wicks. Hewitt's first free throw, or front end of the 1-and-1, is no good. Rebound goes to the 55 of Tristan Hill. Sands has the ball, hands it off to Holder. Holder up top. Back over to Sands. Sands working left side of the floor. Gets a screen from Renner. Looks back to the corner to Hill. Hill into Renner. Renner spins. Shot is up and good. Give Hill the assist. 38-23. Lumberjacks lead is 15 once again with under a minute to go before halftime. Twite has the ball. Hands it off on the left side. Going to get a jump shot. No good. Rebound goes to Holder. St. Mary's going to slow their offense down, get it across the timeline, play for that last shot. 37 seconds on the clock. Holmes has some pressure on him coming out. Hands it off to Holder. Lumberjacks have a weave way up near the timeline. Sands with the ball. Sands looks to the right side. Still working. Lumberjacks still killing time here, which that could come to an end in the next couple of years for all teams, as they are going to be possibly implementing a shot clock as Sands feeds it out to the number 5 of Holder in the corner left side, and Holder knocks down the 3. 18-point lead for Lumberjacks. 3-pointer at the buzzer, no good for the Tigers. And that's how the first half will come to an end. St. Mary's with a 41-21 lead over the Tigers. We'll be back with a look at the first half stats.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has the great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
St. Joe Potty Hut in St. Mary's is a proud Lumberjack supporter. St. Joe Potty Hut is a portable restroom rental RV pump service in Benoit County, also serving Shoshone and Kootenai County. So for your next large gathering, wedding, family reunion, birthday party, or maybe you're having a remodel done and you need some extra facilities,
Call St. Joe Potty Huts at 245-4887. 245-4887. St. Joe Potty Hut says, go Lumberjack! When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Mary's, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new Express Lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. It's back. The workwear sale at Timber Country in St. Mary's is on now. Deals on Carhartt, Key, flannels, and much, much more. How about 25% off of Carhartt jackets and vests? It's Timber Country's workwear sale going on now at Timber Country on Main Street in St. Mary's. And we are back. It is halftime here at Kendrick High School. St. Mary's has a 41-23 lead over the Tigers at the half, and it's been a fairly entertaining game. Close early on. St. Mary's able to break away in that second quarter, though, and give themselves a little bit of breathing room. Taking a look at the first half scoring for St. Mary's, very consistent. The Lumberjacks with 21 points in the first quarter, 20 points in the second quarter. And the Tigers, like I said, hung tough in the first quarter with 16 points, but the Lumberjacks held them to just 7 points in the second quarter. And that is where we get our 41-23 lead for the Lumberjacks. Looking at the team statistics here, Lumberjacks shooting 50% from the floor, 15 of 30 shooting, 5 of 13 from three-point range for 38%, and 85% from the free throw line, 6 of 7 from the charity stripe for St. Mary's. The Tigers shooting just 26% from the floor, 6 of 23. They were 2 of 7 from three-point range, 28%, 9 of 13 from the free throw line for 69%. St. Mary's with 20 rebounds, the Tigers with 12. St. Mary's 6 offensive and 14 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive and 9 defensive for the Tigers. St. Mary's playing good ball control, unselfish, moving that ball around. 9 assists for the Lumberjacks, 3 assists for Kendrick, 5 steals for the Lumberjacks, 3 steals for the Tigers. St. Mary's with 1 blocked shot. The Lumberjacks have 7 turnovers in the first half. The Tigers with 8. I had 7 personal fouls. I think it was actually 8 personal fouls because I missed who one went against early on in the game. I'll figure that out hopefully later on. 5 personal fouls for the Tigers. Points off the bench for St. Mary's, they had 8. The Tigers had second chance points for St. Mary's, 6. The Tigers with 0. St. Mary's could have a few more than that as they missed a couple of opportunities down underneath on second chance opportunities. Points off turnovers, 8 for St. Mary's and 2 for Kendrick. We'll take a quick break, come back with a look at the individual statistics.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor. Recycling. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Cycling.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Mary's community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjacks!
It is halftime here at Kendrick High School. Lumberjack varsity boys lead the Tigers 41-23 at halftime. Taking a look at the individual statistics first at the Tigers. I missed 2 points somewhere in there, so I gave those 2 points to Hewitt. Jagger Hewitt, the senior, he has, I give him credit with 11 points in the first half. 6 points for Nathan Twite, 3 points for Ty Kopp, 2 points for Boyer off the bench, and 1 point for Cook off the bench for the Tigers. Now, this is what I like to see from the Lumberjacks as far as the evenness of their scoring right now is spread out very nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lumberjacks have scored on the contest. Grayson Sands and Trace Wicks each have 8 points apiece. Grayson has 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal to his credit. Trace Wicks has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals to his credit. Tyler Renner also has 8 points with 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block shot. Tristan Hill has put up 6 points. He leads the team with rebounds. He has 7 rebounds and 3 assists. 6 points for Jared Badgett. Badgett has 1 steal as well. 3 points for Dylan Holder. Holder has 3 rebounds and 2 assists, and 2 points for Wyatt Holmes. Holmes has 3 rebounds to go along with those 2 points. So good balanced scoring for Lumberjacks in the first half of play. Look to see that continue in the second. Going to see what kind of adjustments Kendrick does make to try to slow down the Lumberjacks in the second half. The St. Mary's starting to get into the groove of things and was really starting to put it on in that first half. So going to be curious to see what adjustments both teams make. St. Mary's doesn't need to adjust too much. But Kendrick needs to figure out something to stop the Lumberjacks offense. We'll take one more quick break and come back with the second half.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes, that'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
Janelle. Now we are back. Both teams back on the floor, ready to get the second half underway. Teams will switch sides. The Lumberjacks will go from right to left, and the Tigers left to right in the second half. St. Mary's will start with the possession. No, the Tigers will start with possession. Now inbound from near side into Twite. Twite works from the right side, guarded by Holder, double teamed, trying to get him trapped in the corner. That ball's going to go into the backcourt. Turnover on the Tigers. Grayson Sands is going to pick it up, put it up, and count it. Going the other way, going to get a foul, I believe, against St. Mary's. That foul will go against Grayson Sands. That is his first foul. Hewitt with the ball for the Tigers, works his way to the left side of the floor, guarded by Sands. Lumberjacks look to be in a man defense. Get the ball to the near side to Kopp. Kopp tries to get it into a cutting Hewitt. I think that was Clemenhagen, and they can't hold on to it. Turnover on the Tigers. 2 possessions for the Tigers. 2 turnovers so far to start the second half for them. Grayson Sands will bring it down for St. Mary, sets up the offense, works on the left side of the top to Holder. Holder looks inside to Renner. Renner can't get the shot to fall, but he'll be fouled and go to the free throw line. That'll be the second foul on Hewitt. First time to the free throw line, I believe, for Renner. Last year, he was a 47% free throw shooter, and he makes the first one here. Second one on the way. That one is going to rattle home. Kissed the front of the rim. Also bounced off the back, then fell through. Tigers bring the ball back down, trailing 45-23. Driving, shot up, high off the glass, and good by Twite. First bucket of the second half for the Tigers. Going to get the pass down inside. Renner can't finish it. Gets his own rebound. And then we're going to get a foul call against the Tigers, and that foul will be the second one against Clemenhagen. Lumberjacks get the ball in. Sands tries to find Wicks, deflected back out. Renner gets it. Renner finds Badgett underneath, but too much timber in the paint. Lumberjacks back it up and reset up their offense. Now to Holder. Holder, spin, shot won't fall. Holder with his rebound. Put up the second shot, it won't go again. Tigers with the rebound. And then the ball goes out of bounds the other way. They're going to call it a jump ball, it looks like. And they're going to give possession to the Lumberjacks. Going out is Clemenhagen. I didn't see who checked in for the Tigers. I think it's number 13 of Boyer. As Trace Wicks will bring it down. Nope, he'll hand it off to Sands, and Sands will control it for the Jacks. 45-25. Jacks lead is 20. Holder up top. Looks trying to feed it inside to Renner. Going to be a steal by the Tigers. Twite brings it down, finds an open guy on the low post. That was Kopp, who cashed in his first bucket from the floor. 45-27, Lumberjacks lead. Grayson Sands drives, shot up, but he's going to be called for the charge. First charge of the game, and it's going to be drawn by the Tigers. Second foul on Sands, and they didn't have any in the first half, and 2 quickly in the second half. Tristan Hill checks into the game for St. Mary's. Trace Wicks goes out. 4 points apiece for both teams here in the first half. And I guess since it was deflected, even though it was touched by the Tigers, he did knock it back into the backcourt. But they're saying off of St. Mary's deflection, so the ball stays with Kendrick. Drives, shot up, no good. Own rebound for the Tigers. They'll reset, shot up and on the way, and I didn't see who made that shot for Kendrick, but it was a three-pointer. I'm not sure who made that. Going to get the Lumberjacks back the other way. So far, the Tigers outscoring St. Mary's. Going to get a drive to the rim by Badgett. Badgett cashes it in. 7 points for the Tigers here in the third. 6 for the Lumberjacks. Out to the corner. Right side, driving underneath. Foul called. Going to get Tristan Hill. That, I believe, is his third foul of the game. So that's one of the things where depth will come into play in some of these games as they get more physical. Got 3 fouls on Tristan Hill. 2 more to give for him. Early first or third quarter. Inbound pass, shot is no good. Rebound, shot is up, no good. Rebound to Holder. Lumberjacks will take it the other way. Badgett, no look pass into Hill. Hill can't get the shot to drop though. Nice look. Rebound though goes to the Tigers. 47-30. Tigers try to chip into this Lumberjack lead. They trail by 17. Into the paint, pull up jumper, no good. Sands with the rebound for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's back the other way, and the Lumberjacks turn it over. Going to get a shot up and good by the number 23 of Twite. 47-32. Jacks have cut it to 15. Badgett to Renner. Renner drives from the right side and going to get a blocking foul call, and that's going to go against Boyer. Tyler Renner going to check out of the game. Wyatt Holmes comes in for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks will inbound from baseline after the foul. Sands will trigger the inbound pass. Goes up the top to Hill. Hill lost the ball for a minute. Still loose. Tries to get it back and can't. There's going to be a turnover on Hill. Coming the other way. Shot is up. No good, but a late foul. I think it's going to be called on the floor underneath. No, actually, I don't know what they called there. They're going ball to St. Mary's, so it was a foul against Taylor. Badgett goes out. Trace Wicks back in. Must have been a foul on maybe the rebound attempt. Grayson Sands works ball left side. Top of the key now to Wicks. Looks to be a man defense from the Tigers now. Going to get a three-point shot contested by Grayson Sands, and he knocks it down. 50-32, Jacks with the lead. 9 points for St. Mary's in the second half. Holmes trying to get the steal. Too much contact. Wyatt Holmes will draw his second foul of the contest. Tigers will inbound from baseline. Kopp will trigger it in. Looks to the corner, left side, three-point shot on the way, off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, for the Tigers. Ball is loose, but Tigers able to grab it back. Little head fake, step into the elbow, shot is up and good by Twite. He has 6 points in the second half. 16-point lead for St. Mary's, 50-34. Sands over to Wicks. Wicks drive short corner from the right side out to Holmes. Holmes from the elbow. His shot won't go. Tristan Hill is going to pull down the rebound to start with. It's going to be tied up by the Tigers. Jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Tigers. Tristan, I think, thinking he might have been fouled. He doesn't get the call. Tristan Hill will come out. Tyler Renner checks back in for him. 50-34, Jacks with the lead. Tigers with the ball. It is Twite up to the top of the key to the 11 of Kimberling. Kimberling into the short corner. Shot is up and no good by Boyer. Wyatt Holmes there for the rebound. A bad pass by St. Mary's as they turn it over the other way. Tigers with the ball up top. It's Hewitt. Directing traffic, works his way to the right side of the blocks, back to the wing. Driving in is Twite, picks up his dribble, back out to Hewitt. Long three. No good. Rebound's going to go to Holmes. St. Mary's going the other way. Into the corner to Holder. Holder for three. It's up and good with the assist from Grayson Sands. 53-34, Jacks lead. Tigers with the ball up top. Swings over to the left side. Drives baseline. That's Twite. Going to go up strong. Lots of contact. No foul call. And Holmes with the rebound. The whistle is, I think the ball was knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Lumberjacks will bring it down. 1:48 to go, third quarter. St. Mary's leads it 53-34. Sands with the ball, left wing. Top of the key, picks up his dribble. Swings it over to Renner. Renner back to Wicks. Wicks for the deep three. No, off the mark. Both teams fighting to try to save it back in. And we're going to get a foul against St. Mary's. I'm going to give the rebound then to the Tigers. The foul will be the third one against Wyatt Holmes. Tigers with the ball. 1:30 to go, third quarter. St. Mary's leads at 53-34. St. Mary's with 12 points in the second half, or in the third quarter. The Tigers with 11. Teams have kind of matched each other. Going to get a pass out of bounds. And one ref was going to say white ball. Another one said no, green ball. Renner and Sands comes off. Seth Swallows checks on for the Lumberjacks, as does Jared Badgett. First action of the game for Swallows. He's a big kid, but don't let that fool you. He can shoot from outside. They're trying to feed it inside to Holmes. It's going to be a turnover, though, on St. Mary's. Badgett tried to get it in there. Hewitt drives from the right side, kicks it out to the corner, now to the wing. Tigers drive into the lane. Shot by Clemenhagen, up and good. Lots of contact. No foul call. First bucket of the game for Clemenhagen. 53-36, Jacks lead. Holder with the ball. Holder hands it off to Badgett. A little bit of a weave start here for St. Mary's as they run off that last 30 seconds or so of the third quarter. They got their weave going up top. Once again, they have implemented that they are going to put shot clock in Idaho. Teams can slowly start to transition to it. I'm going to have to relook it up. I know that it's a year or so away before it's going to be actually required. Going to get a shot up by Swallows. It's no good. He gets his own rebound. Then I think the Lumberjacks turn it over. It might have been Swallows losing the ball out of bounds. So turnover on St. Mary's. 13 seconds. Driving is Twite. Drives into the lane. Shot hard off the glass. Rebound goes to Swallows. Badgett to Holder. Holder for three from the left wing, short. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. St. Mary's leads at 53-36. We'll be back with the fourth after this.
Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
And we are back. St. Mary's will start with possession in the third quarter. Wicks with the ball down into Holmes. And the shot is up and good by Holmes, I think. Maybe that was Wicks from Holmes. Tigers with the ball, trailing by 20, 56-36, fourth quarter. I think I've got my lineup right for the Lumberjacks right now. Out to the Clemenhagen. He drives from the right side. Going to get fouled as he gets into the lane. That foul goes against Swallows. Sends Clemenhagen to the free throw line for the first time in the contest. First shot is up. It is no good. Holmes and Swallows goes out. Hill and Renner back in. Second free throw is up and good by Clemenhagen. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 7:17 to go. Lumberjacks lead 55-37. The Tigers outscored St. Mary's 13-12 in that third quarter. Shot from three-point range, no good by Wicks. And Lumberjacks able to keep possession as that ball was knocked around and out of bounds. Last touch by Kendrick. So St. Mary's will inbound from baseline. Sands will trigger the inbound pass. Gets it up to the top to Badgett. Badgett works right side. Kicks it out to the corner to open Wicks. Wicks' three is short. Rebound goes to the Tigers. Bring it the other way quickly is the 30 of KOFE. He's going to pull up for a jumper, and it's up and good. His first bucket of the night. 55-39, Lumberjacks on top. Badgett, ball on the right side, up to the free throw line, backs it back out to Sands. St. Mary's offense resets. Sands working, picks up his dribble, goes back to the right side to Badgett on the wing. Badgett to the free throw line, looks to a cutting Hill, and Tristan Hill puts it up and good with the assist from Jared Badgett. Tigers working the ball down the right side. Driving in is KOFE. His shot won't fall. Hill with the rebound for the Lumberjacks. They get it down to Wicks, or to Renner, and Renner puts it up and good. Did not see who made the assist there for St. Mary's on that one. 59-39, back to a 20-point lead. KOFE with the ball. Swings up the top to Clemenhagen. Clemenhagen works to the right or the left side, fires it down to the corner to Hewitt. Hewitt to the elbow. Still working left side of the floor. Keeps the ball, works to the right side. Now he hands it off to Clemenhagen. He goes to the free throw line. 3-point shot on the way, off the mark. Tigers save it back in, but St. Mary's comes away with the rebound. As it's into Grayson Sands, and the Lumberjacks missed the next shot. The rebound goes to the Tigers. I didn't see who missed it. Going to get a shot on the way for the Tigers from the low post. It won't fall. Rebound went to Hill. 5 minutes to go in the game. St. Mary's 59, Tigers 39. Opening game for the Lumberjacks, second game of the season for the Tigers. Back at the top to Badgett. Badgett drives right side, loses it for a minute. Nope, still loses it. Turnover on Badgett. He was trying to dribble down the right side of the blocks. The Tigers now try a pass down inside. Nobody there for that one. And that's a turnover on the Tigers. A little bit of discombobulated play from both sides there. Tristan Hill's going to go out as Dylan Holder checks back in. Basically one big on the floor for St. Mary's. That's Tyler Renner. Sands with the ball. Swings it down to Wicks. Wicks working in the left corner. Back to the top to Holder. Holder drives left side of the blocks. Backs it out to Wicks, who's open for a moment. 3-point shot on the way. Won't fall for Wicks. Lumberjacks trying to get that 3-point shot going late in the game. Hewitt drives. High floater. Banks it off the glass and good. Nice shot by Hewitt. 59-41. Steal by the Tigers. I think it was Sands with the ball. Working low post. Sands going to strip it away. Down into Renner. Renner off the glass. He won't fall in for him. That was a gimme shot for Renner. Won't go. St. Mary's with the rebound. Shot was on the way by Holder from 3-point range. It wouldn't go. And the rebound to the Tigers. Tigers kick it out to the short corner. Pile up the bodies on the blocks on the right side. Wicks thought he had a steal, but Wicks going to get called for the foul. Sixth team foul, I believe. The scoreboard shows 60 for St. Mary's. Not sure. First free throw is up and good by Twite. I have to figure out how to fix that because I've got some reason. I show 59 for the Lumberjacks. Scoreboard shows 60. Second free throw in and out. Rebound to Holder. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. It is a full 60-42 Jacks lead. We'll be back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Mary's Don Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Mary's Don Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to safety.
Now we are back and making sure I've got the right lineup down there for the Lumberjacks. Make sure I didn't make any substitutions there, and I do. Had to give St. Mary's a free throw because I couldn't get my stats program to adjust the way I needed it to get the score proper. So St. Mary's was 60, the Tigers was 42. Trace Wicks with the ball. Over to Sands. Sands slows things down. Almost loses the ball, able to get it back. Works his way to the top of the key. Looks to a cutting Wicks. The shot is up and good. Nice ball movement by St. Mary's on that play. 42-62, back to a 20-point lead for St. Mary's. Tigers with the ball, left wing. That is Kopp. He's going to lose the ball out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on the Tigers. 3:08 to play. Next game for the Lumberjacks will be at home next week. They'll host Timberlake. JV 530, varsity 7. Wicks for 3. That shot won't fall in. Ball tipped around. The rebound went to Holder. Holder's putback wouldn't go. Renner had the chance at the putback. His wouldn't go. Rebound back to the Tigers. 3-point shot on the way. Off the mark. Rebound offensively for the Tigers. They couldn't put the putback in. St. Mary's with the rebound. That is a shot up and good, I believe, by Badgett at the other end for St. Mary's. Tigers with the ball straight away. Hewitt has it. Working against Wicks. Wicks going to get called for the blocking foul. Wicks was surprised. Lumberjack crowd was surprised, but his feet were moving down there. He tried to strip the ball out of Hewitt's hands. Going to get a substitution as Wicks is going to go off. Coming back on for Wicks is going to be the 55 of Tristan Hill. And that's the bonus. That'll send Hewitt to the free throw line. First time there in the second half, he makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Also coming in for Lumberjacks, Wyatt Holmes, as Tyler Renner gets a breather. Second free throw by Hewitt, up and good as he makes both of them. Going to get a timeout taken by the Tigers with 2:14 to go. We'll take it as well. We'll be back.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler drops in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goals. Use Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
And we're back after the Kendrick timeout. The Tigers trail by 20, 64-44. Lumberjacks with the ball. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of press action from the Tigers. They've got three in the front court, going man-to-man against the Lumberjacks. Holder with the ball. Going to work his way towards the timeline. Finally gets it there. Looks to Holmes. Holmes, left side to the elbow to Hill. Out to the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Holder. Nothing but net by Dylan Holder from downtown. The assist to Tristan Hill. 67-44, under 2 to play. Kopp has it. Drives into the low post. Takes the shot. Nice move by Ty Kopp underneath. As he got Hill up off his feet once, didn't take the shot in, went ahead and put the shot up afterwards and was able to put it up and good. Sands works the ball left side, looks inside, trying to find Holmes. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. St. Mary's going to make a substitution. Who's coming out? It is Tristan Hill, as Seth Swallows will replace him. Sands will inbound from baseline. Looking over the top to Holmes. Holmes loses the handle, though. Turnover, St. Mary's. Hewitt kicks it out to the wing. Three-point shot on the way. It is off the mark. The rebound goes to the Tigers. The shot is up and good. That was Kopp with his 6th point in the second half. 67-48. Lumberjacks lead it. Into Badgett. Badgett's shot won't fall. Swallows had the rebound. I'm not sure who put that shot up and good for Lumberjacks. I think it was Grayson Sands. 3-point shot on the way, short by the Tigers. Rebound to Holmes. Sands with the ball. 36 seconds on the clock. 69-48. Lumberjacks lead. St. Mary's slows it down. They're probably happy to finish it off with this score here. The Tigers going to keep the pressure on. Now the Tigers back off. St. Mary's with the little weave, holding on to the ball up top. 14 seconds. Looks like both teams content to let the clock run out here. Lumberjacks will start off the season 1-0 with the win here against the Tigers, 69-48. Tigers will go to 1-1 on the season. Good luck to the Tigers on their next several games they have coming up. They will come into St. Mary's and play the Lumberjacks at our house here later on in the season, and we'll be hoping for another good game down there. Good sportsmanship and everything from both teams today. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll come back and give you the final numbers from today's matchup.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
At Good Neighbor Pharmacy, we're committed to being your good neighbor.
Good Neighbor Pharmacy is an independent network of over 3,000 pharmacies throughout the United States, giving us the buying power to compete with the chain stores.
We'll fill your prescription quickly and safely, and you're supporting a locally owned pharmacy.
Your copays are the same wherever you go. Why not come and visit your locally owned pharmacy professional?
Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy here in St. Mary's. Come in and say hi. Jack's Pharmacy.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our ADs for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Idaho for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawasha, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back with our post game here from Kendrick as the Lumberjacks open the season 1-0 with a 69-48 win over the Tigers here today. And it was a pretty good game early on. I mean, it was a tight ball game in the first quarter. St. Mary's able to put on the pressure, though, and come away with the victory. The Tigers did keep the Lumberjacks from scoring as much in the second half. St. Mary's had 21 and 20 points in the first and second quarter. St. Mary's only put up 12 points in the third, 16 points in the fourth. The Tigers had 13 points in the third and 12 points in the fourth. And that is how the box score looks for St. Mary's. If you're looking at our box score on our stats program that we have, I accidentally had 2 points in the third quarter for the Tigers. That should have been that should have been in the second quarter. Taking a look at the team statistics here, the Lumberjacks shot 44% from the field, 34% from downtown, 8 of 23 from beyond the arc, and a solid 90% from the free throw line. The Tigers were 32% from the field, 21% from downtown, 68% from the charity stripe. St. Mary's out-rebounded the Tigers 41-25. St. Mary's had 15 offensive rebounds, 26 defensive boards. The Tigers had 8 offensive rebounds with 17 defensive. St. Mary's did a good job of distributing the ball around for shots to be taken. 16 assists for the Lumberjacks, 4 assists for Kendrick. Both teams finished with 6 steals apiece. 1 block shot for the Lumberjacks. Turnovers, St. Mary's with 16, a number you probably want to see a bit lower. St. Mary's average turnovers last year, I don't think I have that number up there, but I don't think they were averaging 16 turnovers a game. So that's a number Coach Chase would love to see down lower, as well as the fouls, 15 personal fouls for St. Mary's, 9 for the Tigers. Points off the bench for St. Mary's, they had 11, and the Tigers ended up with, I think, 6 points from the bench. Second chance points, St. Mary's only with 8. I think that was what they had in the first half, and they had a lot of opportunities in the second half to make more second chance points. They just couldn't get them to fall. The Tigers finished with 7 second chance points. Both teams with 10 points off of turnovers. That's your team statistics. We'll take one more break and come back and look at the individual numbers.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, "Go Lumberjack!"
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back here at Kendrick High School as the Lumberjacks come away with a victory over the Kendrick Tigers 69-48. Individual scoring now, we'll start with the Tigers, as the Tigers had 3 players in double digits, 14 points for Hewitt, 13 points for Twipe, 11 points for Kopp, and then 5 points off the bench for Boyer, 3 points for Clemenhagen, and 1 point for Cook. For the Lumberjacks, I love the way this looks, and if they can continue this all season long, it'll be good things for the Lumberjacks. 4 players in double digits. There might be a couple of numbers off here and there because I did miss a couple of points or who made a shot a couple times. Hopefully I can get that straightened out by looking at the stats that hopefully get posted up onto Max Preps from the Lumberjacks scorekeeper. But Grayson Sands finishes the game with the leading scoring, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Tyler Renner finishes with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 blocked shot. Trace Wicks finishes it with 12 points as well. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. 10 points for Jared Badgett, who had 1 assist and 1 steal. 9 points for Dylan Holder, who had 7 rebounds and 2 assists. 8 points for Tristan Hill, who had 10 rebounds and 4 assists. He was 1 bucket away from a double-double today. Wyatt Holmes finishes with 2 points. He had 7 rebounds and 1 assist. And Seth Swallows had 3 rebounds on the contest for the Lumberjacks. So a really, really good game for St. Mary's. And this is probably a pretty good team here. Going to be curious to see, follow them as the season goes on. It's just hard to know this early in the year. But I will say one thing is they beat Prairie, and Prairie beat Grangeville. So that means nothing. It's just kind of an informational mention there as far as that's concerned. And like I said, if St. Mary's can continue to play like this, obviously early, first game of the season, but things look pretty good at the moment. Biggest thing for St. Mary's is going to be staying out of foul trouble. In any case, that is going to do it for us here from Kendrick High School. Lumberjacks win. Once again, final score 69-48. JV team lost by a score of 60-36, I believe. And we hope everybody's enjoying Christmas in St. Mary's. We'll be back in town shortly. Have a great rest of your weekend. Don't forget, we've got Seattle Seahawks football on the air tomorrow as they are at the LA Rams. And that game kickoff is 1:05. The pregame is at 11 a.m. We should have it on about that time tomorrow morning. I'm Tim Parrish. Have a great weekend. We're going to send it back to the studio after this.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!